Shalom Yasharala. First, I'd like to begin by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors be unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Bless and salutation to the brothers pushing this word in sincerity and in truth. I am back here once again to do edification through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This being the ending up of the year, and hopefully all the prophecies coming to pass. And as we know, a lot of prophecy has been fulfilling, right? And one of the main prophecy that we are waiting on before the coming of our Lord Yahushai HaMashiach is the RFID microchip, right? Which Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16 speaks of. And we'll go into that a little later down in the lesson. Right, but right here I have an article. I want to go into this article, if I could read out the whole of this article, and compare it with the scriptures. Right, and it says a high schoolers award-winning algorithm could help Elon Musk company Neuralink and pave the way for neural implants that never needs replacing. Right, so we know that neuro goes back to our nerves. The implant is a chip that will be connected to the nerves of patients that can walk, that can see. Right, just like the movie Upgrade, right, so what's this?
You were right about them. Computers, there are things that they can't do. They can't bring her back, Gray, but they just might be able to bring you back. What would she want?
This is where the chip going to be implanted here now, right? Stem.
Strange initially. The neural pathways in your brain will be trying to have a conversation with a foreign body, trying to learn to pass the baton. The key is to let it grow into itself.
Can you feel it when I do this? My guess is this is going to be a piecemeal process. You shouldn't be expecting unreasonable results so soon.
scriptures talk about doing miracles. Right? This is one of them. I would just pause this right here. Come back to this. Right? Right, so the article says neuro implant can help patients perform tasks they couldn't do otherwise, but battery life is an issue. The battery on wireless devices drain quickly and needs to be replaced via surgery every few years. For a high school science fair project, Anas Mutiala invented an algorithm to improve battery life. Medical do with algorithm. Algorithm, it says a process or set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer. It says algorithm is a set of commands that must be followed for a computer to perform calculations or other problem-solving operation. According to its formal definition, an algorithm is a finite set of instructions carried out in a specific order to perform a particular task. Right, so that's the definition of an algorithm. So they will be using algorithms to basically recharge or to improve battery life. Right? And goes on, it says Canadian high school student and Anush Mutiala wants to create a neuro implant that never needs to be replaced. His project which could significantly improve the life. Yeah, way. Significantly improve the lifespan of batteries in neural implants. Won a bronze excellent award at the Canada-wide science fair in May. Mutiala told Business Insider that he was partly inspired for this project by Elon Musk Neuralink, saying energy efficiency is the area where he thinks Neuralink is falling behind and could use improvement. Right now, if you didn't know his Neuralink, Elon Musk Neuralink is a brain interface something, right? Let me go into what Neuralink is. Let's get a quick insight for the viewers on what Neuralink is. Neuralink is a company that aims to create a generalized brain-computer interface, right? Right. What does Neuralink do? According to Neuralink, Neuralink's website, the company initial goal is to help those immobilized by paralysis regain lost skills for communication. Down the line, it intends to pursue restoring motor sensory, blah blah blah, right? But the main thing is what? Mobilized by paralysis. So then we will jump back to this.
Now try to stand.
See face, and this is the aim of the so-called white man, the ones who run in the world, right? Our adversary, the enemy, the devil. This is what they aim to do. They aim to make be paralyzed, be able to walk again in the form of sorcery, which the Bible speaks against. Right?
Nobody can know. They make people like me wait years to test something like this. But I can't wait for them. Signing confidentiality agreements is never fun, but I bet it will feel good to do it with your own hand.
Who's moving my arms and my legs, me or your widget?
You're the one doing it all. You're not a robot. STEM works in service of your brain. Your brain gives STEM a command. He makes it happen.
And what he doing here, he lying. Right? He lying. And then we get that scripture. Because this he was trained to do. Right? Because when I watch the full movie, remember the movie is Upgrade. Right, one of my favorite movies yet. The 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And 9, it says, even him whose coming is after the works of Satan with all power and all signs and lying wonders. I will read that in next version. Second Thessalonians 2:9, it says, the coming of the lawless one is apparent in the working of Satan, who uses all power, signs, and lying wonders. They're more or less the same thing. Right? So as I was saying, he lied here. You know, he said he controlling his body, but I keep on coming off it. Right? So we go back to the article here now. It says Neuralink is developing a device that Musk has compared to a Fitbit in your skull. Sorry. It uses a lithium battery that will last about 11 hours before it needs recharging, according to Bloomberg. Mudiala said his algorithm makes batteries far more efficient. If I did end up fully fledging this out on an on an implant, you would be able to see a dramatic difference in power consumption just based on what I've been able to already show with the science fair project, he said. An implant that never needs its batteries charged. Doctors have used new technology to help a stroke patient speak again, and a man with ALS perform a host of tasks like turning on the light through his computer. The issue is that with some wireless implants, the battery doesn't last forever. Traditionally, these implants need to be replaced every couple of years with brain surgery. Mutala told Business Insiders other estimates says it's more like 3 to 5 years. All right, it says for his project, Mutala used a headset to invasively capture brain waves of people thinking of moving their hands or feet. With that data, he created an algorithm that could be used to improve the lifespan of batteries in neural implants by helping to address implants' biggest power drain. Most of it comes from how data is being taken from the brain and then read, understood, decoded, and translated into something to use, he said. All right, it says a battery that could last for 70 times longer. It says by limiting power use to when there were specific triggers, Nutala said batteries could last almost 70 times longer. You would essentially never need to replace the implant to put in a new battery, he said. Though he didn't have the hardware to test the hypothesis, Nutala believed his algorithm would also help cut down on the latency between when a person would think of moving their hands and when the hand would actually move. Who inspired Nutala? Who inspired Nutala? It says in addition to Musk, Mutala also pulls inspiration from the late scientist Stephen Hopkins, who had ALS and used a voice synthesizer to speak. It says in his last book, Hopkins wrote that he believed brain-computer interfaces are the future of communication, and Mutiala agrees. He required assistive technology to communicate with his students. Mutiala said, but this has pretty primitive, but this was pretty primitive in comparison to what we can do today. Mutiala said he likely continue pursuing research in the field of neuroimplants. He thinks it's already making huge strides from when it was a decade ago. The main goal is to make the process less burdensome for patients, he said. I think that's where we are moving towards, where it's something as simple as pacemaker, he said. Right, and that is it. So this is the direction that the world, or the ones who rule the world, heading, or technology is heading. Right? Their main focus, their main goal at the end of the day is to put a chip inside of you so that you will be controlled. And that movie Upgrade is a movie you should have on a playlist. You know, it's a wonderful movie, give you the insight on how the white man going and be able to control you by the way of helping you. Right? 1 Peter 5:8, it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Right? Seeking whom he may devour. And who you want to devour? You want to devour the Negroes, the Latinos, and the native, the Lord's people, the children of Israel. Right? So that's 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 10, it says, and with all our deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love and the truth, that they might be saved. And what is the truth? What is the love and what is the truth? Right? And why would they perish? They will perish because they receive not the love and the truth. And the truth is the RFID microchip, or the mark that Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 speaks about. Is this exactly what I saw you in the video? That's exactly what this guy Mutiala and Elon Musk are pushing for. Right? He's pushing to upgrade Elon Musk technology. Right? They are pushing the works of Satan. Right? But the ones who will draw close to this this wickedness or this technology, be interested in it and wants to be a part of it, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai will destroy. Alright? The book of if you don't believe, Revelation 13:16. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, and that he's speaking about who? Who is he speaking about? The ones who rule the world right now. The ones that is higher above the government. Call them the elites. Right? I have a video with this guy. His name is How is his name again? Our gay name. But it says, he calls it all. Matter of fact, verse 15, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. The image of the beast is the Roman Empire. Right? He gave that life, he gave that image back life. Right? The image of the beast is not Cesar Borgia, but the image of the beast is the ancient Roman Empire. So that image, that whole doctrine of the Roman, or the lifestyle, the philosophies of the deadly wound being healed, speaks of the Romans. So it come back to the last leg that we're living in right now. Right? It says, and he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. A mark, right? When you go into the word mark, it goes back to charagma. Right? You go into it. Right? The Greek word charagma, it says a stamp, imprinted mark. A mark of stamp on the forehead or right hand, and as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, the mark branded upon horses. Right? So the mark represents a form of ownership. Right? Someone owns you. Right? It says a scratch, a itch, a stamp, a badge of servitude, a graven image. A stake, it says a pale, a stake, a palisade. I'm never going to the word palisade. Like the Caracas. Alright, they call a palisade. So they basically the syringe, in other words, is going to be inserted inside of you. Alright, so now we understand what that is. Verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, a carax, in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Right? So the mark is what I want to say, because they want to ban the vid. Right? But we understand what is the mark. We understand who is the beast. Right? The beast is the whole Romanized system, America, right? The EU, the NATO, all these people. You see? And we see that they're pushing their agenda strong upon the people, as we know that this is the year of, hopefully, all the prophecies coming to pass, and they are just, inventing ways to improve their technology, or the technology that we're going to overtake the whole world, right? As back in the time 2020, when people was being laid off at the job because they're not taking that inoculation for COVID. That was a test run. This year ain't gonna be no test run. This is gonna be the real deal, Holyfield. You know what I mean? So hopefully this video is edifying to the elect. Hopefully you people understand by now what is the mark, right? and it get draw closer to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in this new upcoming year. Shalom to the elect.